Hey guys, so I wanted to go over why I advocate for the ECollar training so much over anything else. A lot of people think that ECollar training is only for hunting dogs, working dogs, whatever, but really it's a tool that you can train your dog to have so much more freedom. You have so much more reliability and comfortability knowing that even if your dog is off leash, you can recall them from a half mile. They're trying to run off the road and you can tap a button and they'll drop into a down. So really it's like the safety, the reliability, the freedom that it gives you and your dog. That's why I advocate for it so much, as well as it gives your dog some form of like confidence that, hey, even if I'm unattached from the leash, mom and dad still got my back and I can make these choices on my own. They think that they're making these choices on their own because the ECollar is like detached. So they know it's coming from you, but it's not. And they think they're making these choices, which gives them all of this confidence in the world. It's also a way less aversive tool to use when you're trying to work on a dog's state of mind. So with our training collars and our prong collars and things like that, they're kind of, like you're using compulsion to communicate with them. So you're applying pressure and then releasing. You're doing the same thing with the ECollar, but the difference is that it's so much less. So you're applying a bunch of pressure to a training collar, and with an ECollar, you're literally like, hey, I'm talking to you. So it's way calmer, way less like annoying to them. So it's way easier to communicate with them, especially with like dogs that need behavior modification, aggression, they need confidence building, reactivity. A lot of times if you're using a prong collar per se and your dog is fucking losing it on the end of a leash, popping the collar and applying pressure consistently is actually going to aggravate them more. So the ECollar is, hey, tap, 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 dialing, tap, 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 dialing, until they are like, oh, I'm going to look away and try to see what mom is trying to say to me. And then you can kind of work through it like that. So it's a lot less, hey, do this right now, and more, oh, let me look over here. And then you're going to praise them for looking over here. And then they're going to start doing it on their own after you're consistent with it for a while. So that's kind of why I advocate for the ECollar. I just think it's an awesome tool. It saved most of my dogs' lives before. My dogs like to go chase after the neighbor's horses, and I can just call them back to me when they're running. So, like weighing out the pros and cons. Yes, this is a lot of work. No, we're not shocking the crap out of the dogs like a lot of people think we are. It's really, really low level, unless it's something that, it's a life or death situation. Then I would rather shock them on a higher number, like an act of God, and save their life than lose my dog. So that's kind of my thing. If you have any questions about the ECollar, please reach out to me because I'm here to help. There's a lot that goes into it, but once you figure it out, it's really simple.